welcome to a new video. Now, in this video, we will be talking about the very popular Bitcoin. Okay, now, first things first, I want to get this out of the way. Bitcoin going up has been amazing for Abstract Chain, and I have nothing but respect for Big Toshi. I think the system is very genius, okay? Look at the deck screener list in the 6 hour time frame. Bitcoin is number 13. That is absolutely massive for Abstract Chain as a whole. Past 24 hours, number 17. The past hour, let's see, number 13. Very good that we have now, I guess, more exposure. And I assume quite a few people have actually bridged over to Abstract simply because of this. So, we are going to now get into the flaw in the system. And I would also like to say that if Big Toshi watches this video, you should definitely, I mean, I bet you already have, but definitely consider potential actions to take if this starts happening so that we can, I guess, keep the process going, because we all want this process to keep going. We always want this chart to go infinitely up, but that's just not the reality of what will happen. But let's get into it, okay? So, first of all, what is Bitcoin and how does it work? Let's go over that first. It has very similar tokenomics to Bitcoin, okay? There's a halving schedule. Sorry, let's scroll up a bit. There are 21 million total tokens. There you go. There are blocks that are able to be mined. And you could use big tokens to buy miners, okay? Hash rate, the amount of hash rate provided by the miner. There's a power consumption, and there's a cost to purchase the miner. Facilities, not that important. Initialization, referrals, and burn mechanics. So burn mechanic, 75% of all miner purchases and facility upgrades are permanently burned, reducing the total supply over time. That's important to note. Okay, those are all the important things to know about the tokenomics of Bitcoin. You can look at this exact document by going to the Bitcoin website, bitcoin.tech, and then you just go to the About section and it will open up this page where you could read everything in detail if you would like. But that's the important stuff for understanding the mechanism of how things work, okay? Now, let's use some real examples to show you guys, I guess, the flaw in the system. So right now we have our potato miner, and its hash rate is 100, I guess, gigahertz per second. Okay. This means it is mining 0.366 Bitcoin a day. Now let's use an easy example of another miner that's going to mine a bit more that you would have to pay for. Okay. The Raspberry Pro. It will mine 10 times, it will have a 10 times higher hash rate, and its price is 20 big to buy this Raspberry Pro. This is important to understand because since it's 10 times the amount of power as the potato miner, it means it will mine 10 times the amount of Bitcoins per day. So we will be using the Raspberry Pro as a simple example of how this system works, and I have created this very simple explanation here as to how it works. The Raspberry Pro is mining 3.68 big tokens per day. The miner costs 20 big to buy. This means it takes 5.43 days to make all your big tokens back. Let's add this. Assuming big price. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if big. Wait, assuming um, big per day does not change. There we go. Okay, so assuming the big per day does not change. But because miners cannot be shut off, the mining power will only ever increase. And therefore, the amount of big tokens mined per gigahertz will decrease, and therefore the amount of big tokens mined per day will decrease. Okay? So this is where the problem happens. Eventually, a Raspberry Pro will cost the same 20 big tokens to buy, but it will take a year or, infinitely longer, depending on how many more miners are bought. It will take a year to mine the 20 big. And when this happens, it will not be worth it to buy miners. And that is when the people already mining will stop reinvesting and therefore sell on the market to make a profit, therefore crashing the price further, therefore making it even less worth it in terms of dollars to buy a miner. Okay? So this is the issue with big token mining, is that as time goes on, it will take too long to recoup your costs of big tokens. And because of that, the people that already are mining big tokens, maybe they mine like 100,000 a day because they own so many miners, eventually it just won't be worth it for people to reinvest their big tokens in miners. The only time it is worth it to buy miners is when big token goes up, and therefore the time it takes to recoup your initial spend decreases. But the problem with this is this won't happen if big token doesn't go up in price, because of the fact that miners cannot be shut off and the mining power will only ever increase, and therefore the amount of big mined will continue to decrease. So that's the issue that I see there. And yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where the token goes. I'm not sure how long it can last. But the fact of the matter is, at some point, it will not be worth it to buy miners. And that's when people will be, instead of reinvesting their big tokens, they're going to be selling them on the market.